So we will start with the global AI market growth. We will look at the top AI statistic. Then we will look at the Azure AI ecosystem and who can become the Azure AI engineer. What are the roles and responsibilities you're going to have if you're going to become a Azure AI engineer? What are the salary we having? What are the skill set you needed? Then here we are going to build and deploy our own custom AI model on Azure AI. Then we are going to look at a complete full stack roadmap, which will help you to become a full stack Azure AI engineer. And of course, I will take the question and answer as well. So what are the question you having in the mind? What are the doubts you having? Keep asking through the chat window. I will keep answering the things there. Simple. So let's get started with the things here now. So when it is coming to the today master class, so make sure what are the session you are joining with me, you are taking the proper notes, you having the notepad, you having the pen with you so that you can keep taking the notes. Recording of this master class we are not giving to you, so make sure you're taking the notes there. So before starting the things, let me introduce to myself. So my name is Shalan Chauhan. I'm the founder and CEO of ScholarHat. And ScholarHat is a leading edtech platform which we have built on Microsoft Azure Cloud. We are now implementing the AI and other things as well, so that we can make a world-class edtech platform where we are offering the free interview question answer books. We are offering the many articles on various technologies. We having a DSA platform where you can practice the DSA problems for appearing for the product-based companies, especially there they ask the DSA. So this is the complete platform we are building on Microsoft Azure Cloud, and we are using the system design, many other things there. I'm a speaker in Microsoft various conferences, including the Microsoft Azure, Microsoft Reactor. I'm a speaker in India. I'm a solution architect and a mentor for the top tech companies, including the IBM, Cognizant, Dell, and many more top tech companies. I'm doing the corporate training there. I'm the Microsoft VP from the last 9 years. So far, I have trained more than 1 lakh working professional through my live session, through my corporate training, through my workshop, and many other mediums. I've written the 30 plus interview question answer books, and all the books are available at scholarhat.com. Please visit the scholarhat.com free book section. There all the books are available. So if you're preparing for the interview on .NET, Azure, front end, AI, Python, full stack, Angular, React. So we having the more than 32 plus interview question answer books, and we are making them gradually. So this is about me in brief. So let's get started with the today class. So when it is coming to getting started with the AI, and when it is coming to looking at the technologies, because AI is not a trend right now. AI is now everywhere. Because when it is coming to the trend, when it is coming to the buzzword, it was 2 years back. Right now it is about the real implementation, building the real application. Everyone is building the project there. Everyone is building the application over there. It is not a trend now. So when it is coming the global AI market trend, so if we're looking at just start with the 2018. From the 2018, the AI trend started. The company started to focusing on it. And if looking at here every year, now the growth is increasing. And this will be the year in 2025 where more than 95 million people are going to be get a job in the AI field. They might be working as an AI engineer, they might be working as a prompt engineer, they might be working as a generative AI engineer. This year itself, around 95 million people are going to be hired by the company to implement the AI based things into the existing application, into the new application. Until 2030, the global market is going to breach up to 1.81 trillion. This is the way how the AI growth is happening. When it is coming to the the recent Google I/O event. If you will look at the recording on YouTube at Google I event where Sundar Pichai, the numbers there. So last year, what the Google was processing the number of the tokens. Token is about here what are the search you are doing on Google through the various Google product. It can be Google search, it can be the Gemini, the AI tool Google is having, what is the Google Cloud they having. So last year it was around 9.7 trillion. Within a year, they have seen the 50x growth. Now it is 480 trillion. Exact same numbers the Microsoft shared recently. Now they having more than 100 trillion searches. Because Microsoft is not a global leader in case of searching. Google is the global leader in the searching. That's why they having the more numbers from the search. When it is coming the Microsoft is a leader in the office says the Microsoft is a leader in the enterprises. So if you are working on in a company, I'm sure you're using the Office 365 subscription. You might be using the Outlook there, the PowerPoint over there, the MS Word over there. So there they having the Copilot, there they having the AI agent also they started to implement. So recently the Microsoft shared the number they having now 100 trillion plus tokens within a year of a span. So growth is massive when it is coming the AI adoption. It is on a very high scale right now. When it is coming the top AI statistics, so as I mentioned already, the global AI market is valued over $136 billion. The AI industry is going to increase on every year 13x. So what are the industry we have been right now? It will grow by 13x within a time frame of 7 years. A market size is expected to grow every year on a percentage of 120% growth we will see in every year when it is coming to AI based product, when it is coming to AI based tool, when it is coming to AI based implementation everywhere. There's a growth they having. The US AI market forecast is going to reach $299.64 billion by 2026. So these are the numbers we having this year itself. As I mentioned, by the end of this year, 2025, around 97 million people will work in the AI space. They might be working as an AI engineer, they might be working as a Gen AI engineer, they might be working as a prompt engineer, because everywhere the companies are hiring the AI engineer so that they can make the product better and better and they can automate the things. So we need to hire the more AI engineer. This is the growth rate we having in every area. And right now, what are the companies are implementing are building the software. 83% of the companies are claiming AI is their top priority when it is coming to their business plans. Because they're already having a good software, now they have to make the software smart, intelligent, that can understand the emotion, that can understand the human behavior, how the people are actually accessing their website, how the people are accessing their product. So that intelligence every company need to implement so that they can scale their product or by 2x and 3x. Because until you will not understand your customer, your audience, we cannot think about the scaling. So if you're willing to scale by 2x and 3x, without AI, it is not possible. If you're not implementing the AI, you will have a growth of only 10%, 15%, 20%. This can be the growth you can have. But a company who is the AI driven, the technology driven, they can expect the growth up to 2x also. So that's why every company is implementing the AI based things into their existing business plan. Netflix itself is making the $1 billion annually from the personalized recommendation. So what are the movies you're watching on Netflix? So they keep suggesting the recommendation based upon your, browsing history, based upon your the watching behavior, based upon your accessibility. Because AI will actually help us. to understand a customer well, to understand the customer, the accessing behavior to the platform, the customer, the buying behavior to the things, the customer, the interest, that based upon the age. So every factor is going to be included over there. So that actually tokens will help us. So these are the top AI statistics everyone should know, because AI is not a buzzword now. AI is about the implementation right now. And this is the year everyone should start implementing the AI into their project. And when it is coming the AI, so Microsoft is the one of the leader when it is coming the AI implementation. And of course, after the OpenAI company, where we having the OpenAI company so is Sam. On the right hand side, we are being the Satya Nadella. So when it is coming to Microsoft, so Microsoft is backing the OpenAI company. So far, they have invested 14 billions dollar into the OpenAI company, and Microsoft itself is holding the 49% stake in OpenAI. So you can think about indirectly, Microsoft is leading the AI. Microsoft is leading the OpenAI company. Without the Microsoft, the OpenAI cannot take the decision. They cannot actually think about the new product invention or anything else. Because of that, you have seen everywhere Microsoft, what are the product they have launched. They having the MS Office, they having the GitHub Copilot, they having the Microsoft Azure. Everywhere heavily they have integrated the OpenAI things, because ultimately they're investing on on in OpenAI company from many years. Even they are holding the 49% stake as well. And it is not about the Microsoft is only putting the bet on OpenAI company. They actually supporting the other AI based companies as well. Right now they having the 11,000 model support. So in this world, we having the various AI-based companies. We having the Meta AI, we having the DeepSeek, we having the Grok, we having the Hugging Face, we having the many AI models. So total, we having the on Microsoft platform Azure itself. Microsoft Azure itself is supporting the 11,000 models available in this world on AI. So they having a complete platform. So Microsoft is not building one product. They are not relying on the OpenAI. They have created a platform. Use our platform, the Microsoft is saying, to build the enterprise grade application. Already the enterprise companies, the 50% Fortune 500 companies, including the Coca-Cola, the we having the Microsoft itself, we having the complete details of the companies I will share on the Microsoft official website, where they have mentioned the various use case. Just look at the Microsoft build event. They have mentioned various use case with Coca-Cola, with any other companies as well, how they are innovating the Fortune 500 companies in this world for implementing the AI. Right now, they're serving the 70,000 plus customer on AI. They having the 200 plus Azure services. So Azure is a platform which is actually already working with the top tech companies and the enterprises to build the enterprise Git application. Already Microsoft having so many product. They having the GitHub Copilot. They having the the Copilot for the MS Office. Everywhere you will find out the Microsoft having so many things, so many implementation they having over there. Now they have created a platform as well. And if you look in the Microsoft AI ecosystem, just look at the how the Microsoft actually made a complete ecosystem around it. So they having the Copilot, we having the GitHub Copilot, they having a Copilot for the sales, marketing, customer service, finance, supply chain management, security. Being they having the Copilot Studio, they having the Copilot inside the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Team, Loop, Viva, Planner, OneNote, Forms, Whiteboard. Everywhere they have AI based tool, AI based Copilot. And when it is coming to a world class platform where they're supporting the 11,000 plus models, that is a AI Foundry. So AI Foundry is a new platform the Microsoft introduced last year itself, where they having the support for the OpenAI model family, DeepSeek model family. Recently, they announced the Grok AI support as well, that is from the X.com. They having the 5 model family, Mistral AI, Meta Llama AI, Hugging Face AI. So whatever the 11,000 models are available in Azure AI Foundry itself. Even Microsoft having its own AI services as well, Azure AI Search, Text AI, Document AI, Vision AI, Speech AI, Video AI, Prompt AI, every AI based things, whatever they have, we having under the one roof, one platform. So we don't need to learn so many configuration. We don't need to learn so many other tool. We don't need to look at the so many, the configuration. Everything is available in a unified and managed way. And for that, actually, Microsoft is known. So Microsoft is always known for the simplicity and making a developer friendly experience. Just look at what are the product is Microsoft have. Microsoft having the MS Office, that is a world number one office for doing your office related task. When it is coming the personal PC, they having the Windows. When it is coming the cloud, they having a number one public cloud provider in this world, that is a Microsoft Azure itself. When it is coming the coding base tool, they having the GitHub Copilot. Exactly now they having the AI Foundry for building the AI based enterprise gate application from the one platform, from the one place itself. They having the machine learning studio as well when it is coming the data preparation, data labeling, model catalog, auto ML experiment, and many other things. So this is the way we having the things inside the Microsoft AI ecosystem there. So I hope now we're having the more clarity how Microsoft having a complete ecosystem around the AI they have built. Now let's look at here how the rate of the growth we having, who actually leading in that particular field. So when it is coming the cloud, as I mentioned already, Azure is a number one enterprise public cloud, where the 81% companies are trusting on Azure for running their workload. 79% companies are trusting on AWS when it is coming to running the workload on AWS. The 46% companies are trusting on Google Cloud Platform, Oracle Cloud 31, IBM Cloud 19%. These are latest Flexera report as per the 2025. So as per the flexera.com, this is the latest report we having for the cloud adoption rate. When it is coming to the another company where we having the the SETC, what is the top 10 software in the cloud platform worldwide? So Microsoft is holding the 19.7% share in this world. AWS having 10.3, Oracle having 4.6, Google having the 4.3. It's about the software development and the cloud numbers we having over there. So if you are following the Microsoft, we are using the Microsoft based product, the Microsoft based technologies, you are on the right path, because Microsoft already leading in the cloud, Microsoft already leading in the AI, Microsoft already leading in the software development as well, because they having a very good history of building the software and helping the organization for growing in their path, whatever they have. So now the question is, what is the Microsoft Azure AI? So Azure AI is a Microsoft comprehensive suite of various Azure AI services. As I mentioned, instead of using the so many tools, so many technologies, we having a complete package where everything is available at one place, where you have to just configure them using one style. You having the one single endpoint, you having the one accessibility key, and through that we can access the things. Because usually what happens here when it is coming to integrating the AI based things into our project, when it is coming the image processing, when it is coming the text processing, when it is coming the auto completion, doing a chatbot like things, we have to integrate so many model, we have to integrate so many things, and everything having its own implementation, its own setting. So that is quite difficult to set up for everyone. So Azure is providing a complete suite to set up everything with ease. So that's why they're having the Azure OpenAI services, cognitive services, machine learning services they're having, Azure board services they're having. Everything is available on one platform. You don't need to think about much. And this is making the adoption easy, and you have to just focus on the requirement. Things are ready to available for us for implementing them. Now, if it is coming to, the comparing the traditional AI and the generative AI, this is the way how we having the things. So in the traditional AI, we just talk about the classification. Let's take an example. You're going to train an AI model by showing the pictures of dog, cat, let's say the human. Then you're asking which picture actually it is. So the traditional AI model will let us know it's a picture for a dog, it is a picture for cat, it is a picture for the human. But when it is coming to the Gen AI based model, whatever you have trained, you can ask to the Gen AI models to generate a personalized content for you. You can give a prompt, now generate a dog that is having a belt, that is having a brown color, that is having a long tail. Like this way, you can give the prompt and you will get that particular dog picture. That is a generative AI. So generative AI is also also in popular right now, especially when it is coming the model of GPT, the DeepSeek, we having the Gemini, we having the many more. So these are the example for the generative AI there. Now the question is here, we having how the things are connected to each other. The next thing we having the LLM, because what happens here, whatever the GPT, whatever the Gemini we having, what are the various other tool we having, they haven't trained on the public domain. Let's say data available in the public domain. But what about the company we having the bank like SBI Bank, we having a legal firm in India, we having the a college universities. So the data is not available on public domain. The data is available at the bank level, the data is available at the university level, the data is available there on a particular hospital chain as well. Now they have to serve their customer in a more smart and better way. Even you have seen recently the Zomato started a AI-based chatbot service. So what are the question you're asking on the Zomato app in India for ordering the food, it is going to handle by the AI agent. Similar thing you will find out in PayPal as well if you're using the PayPal for the payment processing and across the globe. So they having a ask PayPal based chat. They're using a chatbot service. Even you have seen so many announcement where the fintech companies are making the AI based investing tool. They're making the AI based wealth management tool. Everything they having around the AI base so that we can become a smart, intelligent, and we can forecast the things before it is going to happen with the help of the AI there. So for that purpose, the public trained LLM based tool cannot help us. We need to create our own custom model. We have to create our own LLM. So that's why the companies are looking for the GPT, the DeepSeek and many other models so that what are the data they having, they can feed into the GPT, they can feed into the DeepSeek, and they can create their own customized model that will answer the things based upon their own database. It is not a public answer it will give. Okay. So these are things we having over there. And when it is coming to the relationship between the AI, ML, DL, Gen and LLM, this is the circle we having around that. And how the innovation happening, it happens gradually. So AI is not a new thing. AI is available as a concept from 1950. So first time in 1950, the AI concept was introduced. Then in 2000, machine learning has been introduced so that we can train the machine to respond and to behave that it. Then in 2010, we having the deep learning where we able to give the more deep command. Now the machine are more are sensitive than we having the DL over there. In 2017, Gen AI started where we having GPT, where we having the Google Bard and many other things. Then in 2018, then LLM started to evolve. And based upon the LLM, we having the Chat GPT, we having the Google Gemini, we having the Meta AI, we having the Grow. These are the example we having on the LLM one. So this is a complete picture we having over there. I hope the things are clear to everyone. Now the question is here, we having the two things here, Azure AI services, where they having a built-in services which are helping us to build the so many things. That is a Azure AI. The second thing, they having the Azure AI Foundry. Azure AI Foundry is a platform where Microsoft is providing the 11,000 plus models. When it is coming to supporting the GPT based model, DeepSeek based model, we having the group, we having the Llama from the Meta AI. So now we can mix and match the things because not the case only based upon the one company AI, only based upon the one particular model, we able to build the project as per expectation. No, it is not possible. We have to integrate and implement the various AI models, various AI services. So do we have any platform which can help us or which is providing the everything to us at one place? Of course, the Azure AI Foundry is that platform that is providing everything at one place. We don't need to look at the various models configuration separately and to configure them as per their setting. Everything is available at one place. That is about the Azure AI Foundry they having. Now the question is here, who is a full stack Azure AI engineer? Because we talk about the Azure, the AI ecosystem, Azure AI Foundry, Azure AI services. Now the question is here, who is the full stack Azure AI engineer? So it is an expert in building the end-to-end intelligent application, which are using the Microsoft Azure and AI services. And what are the model we having? We are going to train them on the various open source model or various model which are available through the Azure AI Foundry. Like we have in the GPT model from the Azure OpenAI, we have in the DeepSeek model, we have in the group model, and Microsoft already providing us so many services like they having the cognitive services that is including the vision, speech, language, Azure machine learning things they're having. You need to have a understanding of the Azure AI Foundry for creating your own custom model. You can train that model on your own database so that you can make a chatbot to communicate with the customer to handle the queries as a customer is having from your supporting one. We having the responsible AI to build the government safety and various tools. So ultimately the Azure AI Foundry is a platform that is rapidly evolving and supporting 11,000 plus models right now. So as a Azure AI engineer, you should able to design the scalable, secure, and AI-driven cloud solution. This is the person is having the roles. Now let's look at the roles and responsibilities as well. You should be responsible to design and develop the AI-powered application using the Azure AI services and the generative AI model, building and integrating the LLM, creating your own custom model using the Azure AI Foundry. You have to implement the solution using the cognitive services, including the vision, language, speech, and decision API, customizing, training your model using the machine learning and prompt engineering techniques. You need to ensure the security. You have to implement the responsible AI things and many other things. So these are the various responsibilities as an Azure AI engineer you must have. You should be smart enough to develop the intelligent chatbot because you have to support the customers, but to the service a company is offering. You have to integrate all the AI models into the front end. You might be using their React, you might be using their MVC, the backend where you having the API, you are building the CI/CD pipeline and Azure DevOps for the AI model versioning and deployment. You having the responsibility to monitor and optimizing the model for the accuracy, for the cost efficiency, and for the performance. And you have to keep updated yourself as well because AI is evolving and it will keep evolving for next 5 to 7 years. Even if you will look at on every month, you will find out Microsoft did something, Google did something, Meta did something, let's say uh, the X company did something. So every month, someone is going to introduce a better and better version of its own model. So everyone is in the race of the AI, of implementation, of learning and doing the things over there. So now let's get started with how we can build and deploy our own custom model. Shubhas, of course, when it is coming to the learning the AI in machine learning, Python is a most preferable language. So Python is the most preferable language as when it is coming to building the front end. JavaScript and TypeScript are the most preferable language. So right now TypeScript is the most preferable one. No one is not liking the JavaScript. So when it is coming the React, when it is coming the Angular, when it is coming the Vue.js, everywhere people are using the TypeScript. Similar way when it is coming the machine learning and AI, everyone is preferring the Python. Got the things? So to here, I'm just going to create how we can create a custom AI model and how we can actually query the things, how we can make our own chatbot using the Microsoft Azure AI services over there simply. So to get started with it, you need to have first of all, a Microsoft Azure account. So I'm going to log in into my Microsoft Azure account there to deal with it now. Amit Rai, when it is coming to the SQL query performance, recently Microsoft introduced the SQL Server 2025. And along with the SQL Server 2025, they have introduced the SQL Server Management Studio as well with 21 version. There you have to just give the Azure OpenAI endpoint and the tokens. It will analyze your database and optimize the things. So just look at the SQL Server 2025 and SQL Management Studio. This is a SQL Management Studio I have installed on my local machine. I can show you. In this studio, you can include the Copilot to analyze your database and ask for the optimization, various another things over there. Okay. Anything else? So here they having the option to connect, and now they having a Copilot option. In the Copilot, you can give the Azure OpenAI endpoint, then the OpenAI key. I will create a Azure AI service. There you will get a endpoint and the key, and you start looking into your database and start optimizing over there. So AI is now everywhere in every tool. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to create here a Azure AI service. But before the AI service, let's understand the requirement. Let's say I'm having a book PDF. And it's a book PDF where we having the, let's say, 100 plus pages. Are you having, let's say, 10 to 20 books where you having the interview question answer. So all the books actually you cannot read, but what are the question are coming in your mind, those question answer you're willing to get. So in that case, we can create our own custom model that we can train on the PDF file, whatever we having And what the question you are having in your mind, you can ask, and from that PDF, that our own custom model will reply. It will not give any generic answer from the internet. It will give the answer only from our own PDF data only. Simple, simple. Clear to everyone? Depends when it is coming to, using the model, whatever you having for your own task, that is fine to create the POC. But when it is coming to making a real application, without learning the Python, without learning the, the core things, you cannot build it perfectly or production ready. Because things are not here only for making the POC. The things are here to serve the customer, to customize it. So that's why everything you have to learn in detail, everything you have to do in a native way, where Python is a way how we can do it. Simple. So now let's create here a Azure account first, where I will upload the picture. Sorry, not picture, the PDF for training purpose. So here I'm going to create Azure storage account here. So let's create it. I'm going to create a resource group. As a resource group, it is a Scholar AI -RG. This is my resource group I'm having. Let me define the instance name. It is a Scholar AI-storage I'm having. I can pick the location. So I can pick the location. Let's say it is a East India. I'm using, let's say, East US. Then primary service will be here, let's say, below storage. I can use here, let's say, LRS, that is fine for testing purpose. I'm going to allow the anonymous access to the container here, whatever I will create. I'm enabling the public access so that I can access it over the internet. Now data production, I'm not doing anything. Let's next. And finally review and create. So here I'm creating a storage account where we will upload the PDF for the training purpose. Because when it is coming to the Azure AI service, so we having here Azure AI service. So using the Azure AI service, we are going to create the things. So now let me show you here what are the things we are building here now. So we need there. So we are going to build the things as per this one. So here I'm going to create here first of all the Azure AI storage account we have created. Then I will create here the Azure AI search. So when it is coming to Azure AI search, we will use it for the indexing purpose, for the data storage. It support the vector database, it having the full text support, so that what the query our customer will make, it will come to the Azure AI search and it will extract the data from the PDF and will return the things. So ultimately, what are the chatbot we are going to build in the chatbot? We will have three major sections. Like first is data source. So as a data source, I'm using the blob storage. You can use the SQL database as well. You can use the Cosmos DB also. I'm going to create this first section. And the second section we having the Azure AI search that we will use for the indexing purpose, for the vector database management, because when it is coming the GPT based code completion, there we need to have to use the vector database. Then for the creating our own custom model and going to train that model, we need to use the Azure AI Foundry. This is the third section. So this is the things we are going to create there now. So I'm going to create here my storage account. It has been created. Now let me define here a container. So here I'm adding a container As a container, I'm having a container for books. So I'm going to keep the books inside this container. So what are the book PDF we are having? That book PDF we will upload here now. So now let me upload the book PDF here simply. So here in the download, okay. Let me do one thing. Let me find out a book PDF first. Then I will put over there. Just let me find out the book PDF. Just hold on. Meanwhile, if you have any query, you can ask. So I'm just finding out a book so that we can query it. So now let me getting here a React interview question answer book here now. Then we having here, let's say microservices here. Okay. So now I'm having the two books. Though these two books I'm going to have here now. So now let me upload the two books where we having microservices and React interview question answer books we have. I'm uploading the things here. So these two books I have uploaded. So now data source is ready. Now the second thing is we having create a Azure AI search service. So here I'm going to create a one more service that would be here Azure AI search service. So this is my Azure AI service I'm going to create. Because we are going to create a chatbot, I'm going to pick my resource group, define my service name. It would be here, let's say Scholar-AI, Scholar AI, then search. We can use the region as let's say East US. Then we can pick the pricing tier. Basic is sufficient in our case because we don't have much database size. It's a smaller one. So we can pick that also. If you're looking for the scaling, you can define the scaling as well. This will be the monthly cost for using the Azure AI search. Networking, we will have then review the things here now. This way. Nikhil, I will come to your answer, the difference between AZ 900 and AI 900. So this I'm creating the Azure AI search. After creating the Azure AI search service, I will index the PDF data, whatever we have. So what are the PDF data we having? We are going to import and vectorize this one. So now let me import the data from the data source like Blob Storage, SQL database. We have in the Cosmos DB, we have in the OneDrive, Azure Q. They having the Amazon S3 as well. So they having the many services which can act as a data source for the training purpose. So I'm just using Azure Blob Storage. And here I'm just using a RAG based thing that is a simple text search. It is not a the image or multimedia based search. I'm using my Scholar AI storage. This is my storage account name. Then we created a books folder there. Now this book folder I'm going to use in this Azure AI search for getting the data there now. The next option we having here to vectorize your text. So what are the data we having? The data it's going to store in a array like format. So vector data is all about the array like format. where we having the numbers of the things. And when it is coming to import and vectorize the things, it is expecting we should have a Azure Open AI service. Then we need to have a model as well for the deployment. So do one thing, just open a one more, tab. And this one more tab, let me create a Azure OpenAI service to deal with it now. So it is even giving the option here to create a new Azure AI OpenAI service. I'm going to click on this link. And now let's create the Azure OpenAI service. So define the resource group name is a Scholar AI RG. Then I can define the Scholar AI service. Scholar Open AI, then service. It says Scholar Open AI. Then we having the pricing tier standard as 0. In the network, for all the network, I'm going to have the things. It is running the final validation to check the things. Now let's create it here. So now it is creating the things here. So now we are creating here this Azure OpenAI service that is needed to set up it now. Ashish, when it is coming to implementing the GPT-based integration, we need to create the Azure OpenAI service because we are going to use the GPT model to train our data are for having the chatbot like experience. As you are using the chat GPT, similar way, this OpenAI is providing the interface to us. Okay. So now here we having this Azure AI Foundry portal. As I mentioned here, we having this Foundry. This Azure AI Foundry is a complete platform where they having the Azure OpenAI service, Azure AI search. They having the 11,000 plus other model which we can use. Exactly same thing we are going to use here now. Now let me go to the Azure AI Foundry portal here. Now you can refresh the things to get the Azure AI service. So here inside Azure OpenAI, you can see there is no deployment model here now. So we need to create here a embedding model to get started with it. Same thing I'm going to do here. So we having the option for the deployment. It says your AI Foundry portal. And here I'm going to deploy a model. I'm going to deploy here a base model. And this base model I will use here the text embedding. Text embedding. And in our case, it's just a small data size. It's not a bigger one. So I'm not using here the large. The small one is sufficient here. So this is smaller model I'm using. I can define my deployment model name. It is a text embedding. It is your own custom name you can provide to it, but I'm keeping it as it is. Let's make it deploy. So we are creating a text embedding model so that what are the PDF, the data we having, we can store in this one. For that purpose, I'm creating it. So now we did it now. Now let me come back, reload the things. So we having now text embedding model here, simply. Now just acknowledge for it, the next option. We are not going to vectorize the images, or we are not going to extract the text of the image because it will take the more time in training. And now we are going to Index is once because data is already ready. We are not keep writing the data to the PDF, or we are not going to upload the PDF on the daily basis. If you having that thing, so make sure you are going to mention here hourly, daily, on every 5 minutes, on every 10 minutes to update the index data. It happens, it's needed actually in that case where data is keep changing. So once is fine in our case because we are not changing it here. Now define the object name. It would be here rag scholar AI. Rag scholar AI there, like this one. Now let's create it. So now we are going to, extract the data from the PDF and we are putting into the text embedding model there. It will take some time to read the data. It will not available immediately. You can see here, it is showing to read the thing. So just wait for some time. There's a max storage we having for 15 GB. So behind the scene, it is processing the thing. So let's wait for some time because immediately the things will not available to us. Now can see data came. Can you see 5.54 MB? That is a my PDF size itself. Now here I can do some search for testing. Let's say the data has been indexed properly. Let's say what is React. I'm asking a question and this question is a part of my PDF itself. You can see it is returning the data. What is the React here? Okay. And it's a vector data here. Can you see the vector data is coming as a array-like structure? It's a vector database here. That is coming now, simply. So index has been created now in this Azure AI search. Now we need to just deal with the auto completion as well. So when it is coming to dealing with the auto completion, we need to have a chatbot completion model. A embedding model we created now, but to have a playground the response deal, let me define here a GPT model as well. So come back to the deployment here. Now let me add here one more model. This time it will be here a GPT-1, GPT. So GPT 4.1 is available right now. So I can use GPT 4.1 mini. That is sufficient because we don't have much data. It is a GPT 4.1 I'm going to deploy there. It's needed a data source so that the chat auto completion can happen here. So it's need a data source that I can go. Just let me open the playground. In the playground, we having a data option. So here I will add a data source. So now let me pick up the same Azure AI search option. And what are the index we have created? A Scholar AI search we have created. I'm going to pick that one. And now let's add the vector search to this search resource. Pick the text embedding model, whatever we created. And let's next here. Let's say hybrid type of configuration we having. So this one we created the things and we having the next here. Let's say API key based things. And finally save and close. It's a GPT model we have created now. And to the GPT model, we have given the data source for Azure AI search. And we just set up the text embedding model as well here now. Now here I will ask the question. As we having our own chat GPT, when we log in, similar way it's our own custom chat GPT. Here I'm asking the question, what are the microservices here? So we having a one PDF for, React, another PDF we having for microservice. So it is giving the answer from my PDF. If you want to see, you can see it is giving the references citation. So in the citation, we having a book, microservices interview book.pdf. There, this is the answer is written here. From this answer is giving the answer here. This is a citation 2. What are the main characteristic of the microservices? It is giving the answer here now. This is the way it is not giving the public answer. It's the answer from my own PDF itself. Simply there. So when it is coming to creating the things, so ChatGPT and others can help you in writing the code. But when it is coming the implementation and doing the things, you have to use this one only. Because ChatGPT is using a public source of data. Here data source is my own data. It is not taking the public one. Let's say if I'm asking the question that is not related to microservice and React, it will not answer. Let me show you. What is Angular? It will not give the answer because this question is not available in the PDF. So what it is saying, the request information is not available in the retrieve data. Please try another query and topic. Because this PDF is not about the Angular, but the same question you will ask in the publicly trained chat GPT, you will get the answer. I'm right? So when it is coming to creating your own LLM, your own custom model, there it will helpful. Because every company will train the things on its own data. They will not use the public one because they having their own customer base, they having their own product, they having their own query. They don't have any common query that is available in the public domain. I'm right. That's why the company will hire you. If the things are available in the chat GPT, why the company will hire you as a developer, as an architect? Because things chat GPT can solve. You have to solve the company product problem by using this way. Simple. Dharmesh, as I mentioned here, my storage account, similar way, you can mention the SQL database as a input data source. And what are the data you having over there? It will extract and start answering. So what are the table you have, what are the things you have there, you can provide as a data source and you can start query as we are going to query in the chat GPT. Clear to everyone? So when it is coming to training the model, Bipin, we have in the various type of model. So you have to pick a video based model. This time I have picked up a text-based model. So depending upon which type of data you having, which type of things you having, you can train the things. And based upon that, you can create the tool, you can create the software for that purpose over there. So after creating the things, after doing the labs as a best practice, what you need to do here, you have to delete the resources. Exactly same thing I'm doing here. After doing the practice, I'm deleting the resource group so that unnecessarily it will not charge. So here I'm doing the same thing. I have done with this demo. Now you have to just integrate it in your front end. So they're giving the option here how we can integrate the front end. So we having the code. So it is giving the option to integrate into your project using the Python. It's a Python style code here, which I can use there. You having another language code as well. Let's say C Sharp, Java, Go, and JavaScript. Because Azure AI Foundry is supporting the various languages. So one of the language we can pick and then we can create the things over there now. So Python is the most preferable and widely used option. Even I recommend to use Python is easy to learn if you already know the JavaScript because Python is similar to the JavaScript style. So without Python, you cannot build a better and the customized AI based model. So Python is a language that everyone must know. So I'm just going to delete the things over here now after creating it. Sir, it does not support React, support the JavaScript. You can use JavaScript, C Sharp, Python. These are the languages. React is not a language. React is a framework that is based upon the JavaScript. Okay. So we did this model for everyone so that you having the clarity over here now. That's why the code base which I've shown to you have to integrate now with the Python. You have to integrate with the front end. So they have given the Python based things. So you have to just create a API in the Python, or you can create the API in the C Sharp and Java. And that API you have to use now in the front end. So front end you can build in the React or you can build in the Angular or any other one. And what are the API we now having that API we can provide it so that you can connect and start querying from your UI itself. Simple. So now the question is here, who can become the full stack Azure AI engineer? Of course, as a fresher, you can make a career in the Azure AI engineer. But when it is coming the experience one, because as a fresher, we don't have much understanding about the software development, building the product which customer actually needed. So senior dev, project lead, tech lead actually are the main developers who are building the AI based software and the AI based tool better as per the customer need. So if you are a software engineer, you are a senior developer, tech lead, the project lead, everyone must have this skill set right now. Because every company expectation is what are the product they have, what are the software they have, what are the tool they have, how we can innovate, how we can customize it, how we can integrate the AI so that we can able to serve our customer better way. And that cannot be done by a fresher. It can be done only by the experienced developer because they already build the software, they know the workflow of the things, they know everything what they have done in the software. So what are the existing experience they have, what are the existing the workflow they having. Now they have to make better with the help of the AI stack. So AI is just an extra layer we having into our product. So as we having the front end, we having the back end, we having the database. So these are the three common layer we having in every project. Similar way, we having a one more extra layer now, AI, so that we can do the analysis, we can do the forecasting, we can do the reporting, and we can do the many other things. So now it will be the AI front end, back end, and database. This will be the layers we will have in the project right now. Simple. I hope that things are clear now. So as experience one, you able to justify this role in a well way in place of fresher because fresher not having that much understanding about the software development and building the things. They can do the POC and the basic things, but when it is coming to building the great product, only the experienced people can do it. Okay. So now the question is, what is the full stack Azure engineer career scope we have? So we're looking from the career scope or from the career perspective. So you can work as Azure AI engineer generative AI engineer, full stack Azure AI developer, if you already know the backend, if you already know the database, you already know the things to build a full stack .NET application. So our full stack Java application, our full stack, let's say Python application, you have to just add one more extra layer of the AI so that you can build everything end to end. You can become the AI engineer, you can become the Azure AI GenAI consultant. So this can be the career scope we having around it simply now. Yamol, I mentioned already, whatever the existing role you having with the existing role, you have to include the AI and ML things to make the better and the great product. Because fresher cannot build the things because they don't have the understanding about the product, they don't know about the customer requirement, any other things. They can help you. So to the senior dev, the fresher can help you, but they cannot do the things over there so that they can build the things over there. Okay. Azure AI services are not free to use. You need to have a Azure subscription. In the subscription, you having the option as a pay as you go model based upon the usage, based upon the consumption, they will charge. So nothing is free in the cloud. You need to have a proper subscription to practice the things. Simple. Sanchit, if you having the basic of C# and SQL Server and you have not worked on the Azure, you can go through this program. I'm not denying that because it is does not need the understanding of Azure development because you are not doing the Azure development. You are using the Azure services for training purpose and doing the other things. On the latest stage, you can think about for learning the other things as well because learning is just a never ending process. So we cannot say after doing the one or two things or three things, we are stopping over there. You have to keep exploring as per the experience you have. So IT and AI is a ever evolving process there simply now. Mohammed Naseem, when it is coming to, let's say if you're having the PMP and the AI, so of course you can do the project management role because for that purpose you did the PMP. As you are acting as a project manager, then of course you can do the things. But if you're looking for an architect, but if you're looking for a solution architect, then you need to know the complete development experience. But if you're looking only in the side of management, that is sufficient. Okay. So you have to figure out your a role. If the role is architect, if the role is development, you need to know everything from the development perspective. If the role is management, so now from the management perspective and doing the things over there. Okay. So what are the skill set you must have to become an Azure AI engineer? Like Python is a skill set everyone must have. The Python libraries you need to know where we having pandas, matplotlib library. You need to know you need to have the understand the machine learning, statistic, NLP, Azure AI services, OpenAI services, GenAI services, prompt engineering, AI Studio, Azure AI Foundry. So these are the things you must have. And depending upon what are the experience you have, you will have the salary range as well. For the fresher, it can be the starting salary in the range of 8 to 9 lakhs. For the experienced one, it can go beyond the 50 lakhs as well. So depending upon the experience, we having the things over there. Simple. Modi Sharma, this program is not about the theory. Even today also, I have just shown you the way how to build the things. Because this is a program for the working professional where you have to build the real projects. It is not a program designed for fresher where you need to know the concept, where you need to know the theory, you need to get the POC. No, this is not the way program has been designed. The program will help you to work on a real project. So it is designed for the working professional, not for the fresher. Okay. So the question is here, how you can become the full stack Azure AI engineer? So if you're willing to look at the Microsoft Azure AI numbers itself, they're already serving the 70,000 plus customer. 50% Fortune 500 companies already using the Azure AI. 11,000 models, they having 200 plus Azure services they have. So what you need to learn, you need to know here Azure AI Engineer Associate, that's a AI 102 exam they have. And they having the Azure AI Cloud Foundry. That is all about the generative AI. So these two things you have to learn when it is coming to become a full stack Azure AI engineer. If you're willing to be a part of that 1.81 trillion AI growth, as I mentioned already, at the end of this year, more than 95 million developers or people are going to be get into the role of the Azure AI. They're going to be hired by the company in 2025 itself as Azure AI engineer or prompt engineer, generative AI engineer. The companies are hiring in the AI role. And here the Azure is going to fit well, and it is helping already the 50% Fortune 500 companies there. Yeah, we having a course on this one. I will let you know about the course as well. Ashish, the certification fee is a separate one. You have to pay to the Microsoft itself. We are not including it in our course program. We are helping you to prepare for the AI 102 exam. And of course, we are helping you to learn the Azure AI Cloud Foundry. These are the things we are helping you over there. Okay. Imtiaz Ahmad, you can join this program because we are covering the Azure AI related things from the beginning. Okay. We are teaching everything here because Python we are covering here, Python library we are covering here. We are covering the Azure AI from the beginning. It's not the case we are not doing the things. Yeah, but we will help you to prepare for the AI 102 exam. It is AI 102, not AZ 102. AZ 102 is a separate one. AZ 102 is Azure developer. We having a separate training program for Azure developer. Here it is a AI 102. Both are different exam. So now the question is here. So guys, the master class topic, whatever we have discussed, I have done now. Now I will let you know about the ScholarHat full stack Azure AI engineer program. If you're willing to become a full stack AI engineer in this year 2025, and you are going to be part of the 95 millions people who are going to hire with the company itself. So at ScholarHat, we having a program for you. So when it is coming the ScholarHat having a unique and proven learning method where we having the learning strategy into the 3 stages. So when it is coming the ScholarHat, we having the stage 1 about learning the skill. So you are learning the things in a live session. We believe when you're joining the things live, you're asking the question from the instructor, you're getting the answer immediately, especially when it is coming to the AI is evolving. So whatever the video is available over the internet or the YouTube that already outdated because AI has been changed. Every month it is going to be changed. So you're learning the latest and evolving AI in the live session. And I will be your mentor for this complete AI engineer program. You are getting the quick notes for the revision purpose because when it is coming the learning, we should have a notes as well. Notes always help us to revise the things and looking at the things in a very quick way. We don't need to look at the detailed documentation, all the things. So we having the quick and summarized notes for you, which will help you in the revision purpose over there. Simple. Modit Python, we will teach you. Don't worry about that. So you don't need to worry about the Python. The second stage we having building the experience. The company will not hire you because of your theoretical understanding. The company will hire you if you having a hands-on experience. The company will hire you if you know how to build the end-to-end project from scratch. So the Scholar Hat, we are focusing on how to build the real world experience. So we having the hands-on labs for you. So we already built 20 plus hands-on labs and we are building more because I mentioned AI is still evolving. So every month we are adding the labs to our platform so that you will be always up to date. What are the labs you are doing? And in this complete program, we have in the two trainings. In the two trainings, you're going to have 30 plus hands-on labs, which you will practice yourself. How to create the models, how to create the things. We having the lab guide for that. Even the live session also, we are going to implement everything with the labs. We are building the project over there. Let's say how to create a chatbot, how to create a sales forecasting tool. We having the prediction tool. So we are creating this the multiple projects in the program itself so that you will have a real hands-on experience, so that you will work in the real project. Then we having the stage three. So stage three is about the empowerment, because everyone objective is here to get a job either in the new company or in the same company. You might be willing to change the project where the company is doing the hiring for the AI engineer. So you have to face the interview over there. So which type of question are going to be asked, how to answer them, you need to know. So for that purpose, we have created the interview question answer courses as well for you, so that you get to know already in the advance which type of question are going to be asked from the Azure AI side and how to answer them. Even we having the career coaching session as well. So we having the separate recruitment team as well, where Rupinder is there. She is helping you how to build your resume as per your skill set of the AI. We are also referring you to the companies as well who actually hiring for the trained AI developer, the trained AI engineer. It's a complete hand-holding support where we having to get into this in this way simple. Simple. So the thing is here when it is coming to becoming a empowering yourself and getting the job in the new company or changing the project in the same company, and the AI side, this complete program will help you. Now let me show you here. And one more thing I want to highlight here. When it is coming the learning, it's not the case we having only the Saturday, Sunday session. We having a Discord dedicated support through which you can ask the question. The team is helping you here. We having the WhatsApp group as well for giving your queries answer immediately. So you are connected with us always. So that what are the technical issue you have, what are the query you having, you will get answer immediately. So you are getting the hand holding support. And the best thing with us is you are getting the 1 year unlimited batch access for this particular program. So we are not stopping you only to join the one batch. As I mentioned, AI will keep evolving. So every month in every batch, we will update the content so that every time when you're joining the batch, you're learning something new. So what are the recently announcement the Microsoft did about the Azure AI Foundry and others? It will take a couple of months to evolve everywhere. So those particular implementation you will see in upcoming batch. So with every batch, we will update the content, and that update you will get free of cost till 1 year because it's a 1 year membership to all the live batches. So your focus should be on learning. Your focus should be on becoming the Azure AI engineer. We are giving you the 1 year full hand holding support there. And when it is coming the ScholarHat is a world-class tech platform where we are helping you learning the things, where we are helping to building the experience and to empower yourself so that you will crack the next top your next technical interview in the top tech companies. Now let me show the platform go through as well so that you having the clarity, because nothing is on the paper. We having all the things at platform. So this is our platform where you will log in. I'm just showing the example over there for my live training access you have. So here if you will find out, we having the Azure AI Engineer program. This is the one. So here, what are the program we having? It's a two batches you will have, Azure AI Engineer and Azure AI Foundry. So when it is come to Azure AI Engineer, you can see we having a batch. Every batch live session recording you are uploading over there. You can watch the recording, you can download the source code, you can download the PDF, whatever I'm presenting over there, you can refer here. Even what are the video you're referring inside the video, you can also do the search. So here we having the transcript option. So let's say you're willing to jump to a particular learning byte, you don't have the much time to refer the complete video. So inside the video itself, you can search. Because the ScholarHat is a platform which we have built on Microsoft Azure cloud, and we are integrating the AI things as well over there. So this is the way how the platform has been designed. So directly you can jump to the particular topic, and wherever you are leaving, from the same place, it will resume the video. It's not the case every time you have to start it from the beginning and watch it. No, you can see this is a Python session I'm taking so that you will learn everything from the beginning. We having the video course access as well so that you can learn the Python in detail, and we are making the more video course as well. You having the quick notes, as I mentioned, when it is coming the learning. So module wise notes you must have. So these are notes we having, these are quick notes for the quick revision purpose over there, so that you can just do the revision. We having the hands-on labs. You can see we having the right now 19 labs live. We are working on more labs. So we are adding the labs around each module. If you're looking at the each lab, every lab having a problem statement, what you need to build, then we having a lab solution over there. So this is the lab solution we have. How to build this lab solution? This is architecture diagram we having. This is a lab solution we having. You have to build step by step. So it's about a complete hands-on learning. Nothing is a theoretical, whatever you might be learning in the colleges in another one. No, we always believe in hands-on learning and learn by doing. So we having the labs for the practice purpose. Exactly similar lab we are building in the real like live batches. Well, you can see these are labs are ready around each module, around each topic we are there. We having the skill tests as well for checking your learning progress about a particular topic. We having the interview question answer as well, as I mentioned. When it is coming to getting the new job, they will ask the question, which type question are going to be asked, how to answer them. We having all the set of question over there here. And after completing all the things, you able to get a certificate. So this is the way you will complete all the things. It is a progress it is showing to you. And after completing all the progress, you'll be able to download the certificate from our end.